I was brushing my teeth when I suddenly noticed the smoke detector was pointed directly at the shower. Not at the room, not at the ceiling. Directly at the shower. I had been living in that apartment for 2 days. It was supposed to be a relaxing solo trip. 3 nights in a nice apartment downtown. Good reviews, superhost badge, the whole thing. The place looked exactly like the photos. Clean kitchen, big windows, comfortable bed. I remember thinking, finally, a good Airbnb. I dropped my bags, ordered food, and spent the first evening just watching Netflix on the couch. Nothing felt wrong. Nothing felt off. That's the part that scares me the most now. The second morning I woke up and went to make coffee. There was a small black device on the kitchen shelf. I assumed it was a Bluetooth speaker. Lots of hosts leave those. But there were no buttons on it. No brand logo. No charging port I could see. I moved it to take a better look and noticed the bottom was warm. Like it had been running all night. I put it back, told myself I was overthinking it. I wasn't. That evening I was getting ready to shower, and that's when I saw it. The smoke detector on the bathroom ceiling. It was tilted, just slightly. Most people would never notice, but I'm an architect. I notice when things aren't level. I stood on the toilet to look closer. There was a lens. A tiny, dark lens inside the detector. Pointed directly at where you stand in the shower. My legs went cold. And I hadn't even turned the water on yet. I climbed down, walked to the bedroom, and sat on the bed for about 10 minutes without moving. Then I started checking everything. The black device in the kitchen, camera. A charging dock on the nightstand, camera. A small clock on the dresser, camera. 4 cameras total. All of them had been running. For 2 days. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I went completely calm. In that way you go calm when your brain decides that panic is a luxury you can't afford right now. First thing I did, I covered every camera with tape from my bag. Then I called the police. The officer on the phone asked me if I was sure they were cameras. I said yes. He asked if I'd touched them. I said one of them. He said, "Don't touch anything else." 2 officers arrived within 20 minutes. They confirmed all 4 devices within 10 minutes of walking in. One of them looked at me and said, "You need to call Airbnb right now, and then you need to call a lawyer." The host's name on Airbnb was Marcus. 47 good reviews, 4 years on the platform. Police ran his ID. That apartment wasn't his. He was subletting it illegally and had been doing it for 18 months. The actual owner of the apartment had no idea people were even staying there. Detectives later told me they found footage going back 14 months. Dozens of guests. Men, women, couples. I don't know what he did with that footage. I don't want to know. What I do know is that he had a private Telegram channel with 340 subscribers. The detectives didn't tell me anything else after that. Marcus was arrested 4 days later. Airbnb refunded my stay and sent me a formal email about how seriously they take safety. I never heard from them again. The case is still going through the courts. I still travel, but I do one thing now every single time I check into any room. Hotel, Airbnb, doesn't matter. I spend 10 minutes checking every device, every smoke detector, every clock, every charger. Because here's what I learned. The scariest thing about that apartment wasn't that the cameras were there. It was how normal everything looked. So next time you check in somewhere, look up. Really look. And ask yourself why that smoke detector is pointed at the shower. If this story kept you up tonight, you're not alone. Subscribe for new stories every week. The next one is already waiting for you.